Hey everybody, it's me, your host for Rewind and Reload. This because if it sounds a little awkward, it's because we haven't done it in a while, and I forgot how to do these.
Join Pikachu, Ash, and the gang. The Mandalorian is great in the new series, and let's check out what's new in the world of pop culture with your hosts John, Tim, and Quentin, and a podcast we call Rewind
and Reload.
We're gonna have a little bit of a Halloween spooktacular, but I guess first we'll talk a little bit about how we've been in the past over a month since we recorded, and then I'm not trying to. No, someone shook their head. I was looking at my audio, but I'm not complaining. Shit happens. Whatever. And we've always said we want to put out quality over quantity anyway. So I am looking at time.is for no reason now. How's you guys' month's been?
Pretty good. Just fucking back in school, baby. I'm a senior. I hate it. I'm gonna die. I'm really making sure that we get demonetized right away too. I'm hitting every word you can't say.
Which ones can't you say?
The fucking and die.
Oh. It's alright, we're not eligible for monetization anyway, don't worry about it.
It's fine.
We're not eligible for that anyways.
We don't have enough watched hours. It's whatever.
But yeah, no.
Well, one day.
One day.
Been in school. Been running it in Yu-Gi-Oh! It is what it is. No, I got first a couple weeks in a row. I've been able to cash in all of my winnings for more cards, and it's just an endless cycle. Really, you just keep playing, you get more cards. And
so the card shop, one of the card shops you go to, he does a commander night and gives in-store credit for the winner of a tournament. I was like, can't you just game the fuck out of that?
Where do you go?
Dragon's Lair.
Oh, Dragon's Lair. Oh yeah, you can totally game the fuck out of it, dude. I won 3 weeks in a row, and
I'm not trying to judge business practice. It's just, especially Commander, because Commander's so casual. You're playing with your friends, and it's like, hey,
yeah.
Somebody needs $20. We'll just let him win.
Yeah. Well, okay, no, it wasn't like that. It was more just I don't know.
No, yeah.
I came in right after the new set came out, and I already had the bunch of the cards from the new set, and a lot of the people didn't, so I just kind of ran it up.
Run it up.
While everybody else caught up. Is it scummy?
Who cares?
I don't know. Fuck it, we ballin'.
Stupid dog, I'm balling.
But yeah, no, that's been my month. School and card games.
My month's been my water heater decided to crack, and I had to get a new one.
So your water heater and then your normal heater. Damn. Oh.
Yeah. So I fixed that, got that running good, and it got cold here recently. In Indiana, and it's fall, so clicked the furnace on, and the furnace decided to stop working too. But we got that back up and running, which is good. And I think since we recorded last, I don't know, I had a birthday. So Carly got me this. Oh god, you can't see.
Yeah, your ring light's really
the Marvel. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. It's the Marvel swimsuit edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and apologize to the people watching the video version. Yes, the quality's ass. Yes, I'll have it fixed. Just deal with it this week.
This one I believe is from 92. So it's older than me. I was pretty pumped about that because like Marvel used to do the whole swimsuit edition thing, kind of, Sports Illustrated thing.
It's that
They
old
do their
school
swimsuit.
spunk.
Yeah, and
Do you
I
wanna call it that?
had not. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
There's
Understand.
actually old school. There's actually old school spunk in this. I'm kidding, not mine.
It's just like those Playboys you found at your dad's old house that were there from the
I
previous
still
owner.
have those. Those are novelties.
I have some of them in my closet, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're still in there.
I remember
Yeah,
there
give you
was,
the Kim K one.
Yeah.
so did you did you pass those on to anybody, Code or John? The Playboys, because I remember at some point post graduation hanging out with another one of my friends, and we would go through the Playboys, but we were trying to find and see if any of the cigarette coupons that were in there were still good.
Holy shit, dude.
So we just had like this whole like sweatshop of people going through Playboys for the cigarette coupons. And I don't remember where we got the box from.
This is an old meme by
It
this
wasn't
but
me.
That's Quentin's teenage dirtbag moment.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I don't know because I still have all. I think Tim was the only one that I gave any to.
Okay, because I don't remember where this box came from, but it just kind of like appeared, and we're like, let's
Yeah.
make the best with
They were
what we
like-
got here, guys. Okay,
They were all like really like. I mean, some of them weren't super old, but like some of them were pretty old. So I was like, these are gonna be like vintage at some point. Like I'm gonna put them in a box, keep them nice and sealed, and put them in the
labeled
corner.
old school spunk.
Yeah, and then like I don't know. I honestly, part of me just wants to like throw a bunch on like eBay and see if anyone buys them for like decent money. Because I don't want them. The only reason I have them is because I feel like they could be worth something at some point.
Just like Beanie Babies.
Oh God.
Vintage Playboys are going to be the next cryptocurrency.
Yeah, there you go.
I can be like Boogie.
Buy in
and,
now.
I can be like Boogie and tie all my money into vintage Playboy and lose it.
I'm finally rich. We need to talk.
I'm the Hugh Hefner of Playboy magazines.
So Hugh
Not
Hefner.
real women.
Oh,
Hugh Hefner. Hugh Jack.
huge.
Mungus.
So, just a real quick.
Hugh erection.
I'm going to get into more of like the stuff I've done in the past month on the next mini-sode, which will be up a week from now. So, give or take, it depends. But I've been good. Played video games. Beat every pre-made skater challenge in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Overwatch 2 came out. I hate that I'm back into it, but I'll give it about a month.
Somebody I know who was I should say like a pro COD player. She is playing an Overwatch 2 tournament, and I'm curious to see like what somebody who's actually good at video games opinion on the game is. So I'm gonna have to, because we work together, I'm gonna have to ask her about it. But Overwatch 2 seems interesting, but I don't know. I was never good or that into Overwatch 1 enough to play it.
The
I still
only
haven't played the first one.
thing it sucked me in is because, well, you can't. So, there's no loot
Physically
boxes anymore.
impossible.
There's no loot boxes
Yeah.
anymore, so I'm just like, well, I guess I'll play a Battle Pass game. Sink a couple hours into it every week, just casually, so who cares?
I don't mind Battle Pass games. I just never seem to complete a Battle Pass.
That's fair. I've done one or
Except
two
for-
back in the early Fortnite days.
I completed the first couple Yu-Gi-Oh ones, Master Duel.
Same. I didn't do the last one. Didn't. I think I got it and then didn't finish it. Was the Scapegoat Battle Pass.
Yeah, I haven't even touched that game in fucking months. So
Same. Whatever. So, we'll have more news in the next episode. So if you really want to hear, go listen to that, and maybe multiple times. Maybe just leave it on repeat. I won't judge you.
We're gonna be like Justin Bieber with this shit. Listen to it while you sleep, baby.
We promise we won't sneak in subliminal messages to make you listen to more of our content.
Get tasty, number one.
I wish it was tasty. That song's so much worse when you call it yummy.
Oh, that's the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mistake.
My bad. So this week, let's see if I can do this seamlessly in OBS. We're going to do... Where is it at? Slides. We're going to do the... Oh, great. It's off center. Whatever. It's off center. We're going to do the...
It's a giant crash.
Cryptid... West Coast, East Coast Cryptid Showdown. It's our annual Cryptid Smackdown. Oh, it's gonna bug me. It's bugging me so bad. I have to do the... What's visible? That it's like... What is this?
You want to fix it? It's okay. We can
Alright, it'll take me 2 seconds. No, yeah, we can cut this. It'll take me 2 minutes to fix this.
That or this is where we'll put in our subliminal messages.
Yeah.
So
this will take me 2 seconds.
Watch while you sleep. Listen while you sleep.
There, good enough. Done. So, how this is going to work is there's 8 from East Coast, there's 8 from the West Coast. I'm going to give you guys a little blurb. I'll show you, you can see the picture of it. And I'll have the picture on screen for the audience as well. And then you guys can vote, you two. And then if there's a tie, I'll tie break. So, or I'll flip a coin or something. I think I have a coin on my desk somewhere. So, first one we have, yes. The Fresno Nightwalker versus the Flatwoods Monster. Fresno Nightcrawler, of course, coming out of California, while the Flatwood Monster is coming out of West Virginia. Is there a theme? Yes, a lot of these are from West Virginia, believe it or not.
They're all fucking drugs, man.
Yeah. No, a lot of these are pre-opioid crisis, so...
Are they?
Yeah. So, hold on, let me find my little blurb about the Fresno Nightcrawlers real quick. I'm taking all this information directly from cryptids with a z.fandom.wikia.com.
The Z makes
that is a good website though. Like, I actually have spent a lot of time on that website. It's actually pretty decent.
Absolutely. So, let me see. I'm going to read this little blurb first. The first sighting of a Fresno Nightcrawler happened in Fresno, California by a man named Jose. After being woken up by his oh, you can see my cursor. That's no good. After being woken up by his barking dogs, Jose observed the Nightcrawlers on his front lawn through CCTV. He woke up his brother to rewatch the footage. After, his brother claimed to have seen small footprints outside, but by the time investigators made it to the site, all of the evidence was washed away. That's convenient. After the initial sightings, the original CCTV footage was lost, also very convenient. The only remaining footage is a grainy video recorded from a monitor.
They didn't even, get the footage. It's like they recorded the footage. They recorded a screen.
Yes.
With, that's like taking a picture of another phone with your phone instead of just taking a screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure is.
So as you can kind of see on screen, I'm going to bring my cursor in here. They're kind of little fellows. They just like to walk around.
Little creepy guys.
Are they little? I can't tell.
So the description on the
they look
Cryptid
really
Wiki,
tall.
You would think so. The description on the Cryptid Wiki says they appear rather short, approximately 1.5 meters, with most of their height being made up of their legs.
They're about as big as a bedsheet folded in half.
They're about as big as a green screen.
That is kind of what it looks like.
Oh no, they're 100%. It's just someone with a bed sheet folded in half, like pulled up, and they're walking in front of a green screen. They just chrome it in front of this. That's all it is. But the first cryptid,
they're real.
The first Cryptid Showdown, I did say I was going to treat them all like they're real. So
because
here we are.
Yeah, they're all real. These are all. Do you not
see the photo in front of you?
And then we're going to talk about the Flatwoods Monster, which I don't has a...
Yeah, what the fuck is a Flatwoods Monster? It looks like a robot.
So there's a whole story for this one.
With a Dalek.
So here's this... That's a good point. I mean, Mothman is a good comparison, considering that's also another West Virginia classic.
It's like the Mothman on the top, and then a Dalek on the bottom.
That's a good point. This was 1952, so both of the... when did Mothman happen? 1966. Flatwoods Monster might have come first. At 7:15 on September 12th, 1952, three little boys witnessed a bright object cross the sky. The object came to rest on land belonging to a local farmer, and once they saw the thing land, the boys went to one of their mom's houses where they reported seeing a UFO crash in the hills. From there, the boys and a group of locals went to the farm to try and find out whatever it is the boys had seen. Some dogs ran ahead. There was a mist that made their eyes and nose burn. A farmer noticed two small lights over to the left. This is a whole ass story. And whatever. It's apparently a fucking alien. Okay, guys. Like.
Okay. Anything notable about it?
Anything notable? Let's see. The entity is reported to be about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It appeared as some robotic suit
gnarly.
Or a spacecraft rather than an organic being. It had like a cowl, which is like, I guess, this part of it. You guys can't see where my mouse is, but the audience can. Like, This is the cowl, I guess.
It's like a lizard frock.
Set in the head with two eyes, described as portholes. Glowing green and whatever. You can see the thing. So I guess a interesting little fun fact. This is what inspired the aliens in Majora's Mask.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Aliens?
Yeah, the little aliens that to fight off on the farm. Yeah, that's what inspired those bad boys. Is this guy, lady, guy, entity.
Dang.
And
so
how does it do?
What does it do? Oh, that is a great question.
Like, why should I think that it could take on the bed sheets in a fight?
Are we going fight wise, or are we going like cool wise? Like, we got to discuss that real quick. I guess me and Quentin need to discuss that. Like, are we going by looks, like coolness, or are we going by like literally fighting?
Winning a fight.
Okay.
Last time I'm pretty sure it was
Mothman Dalek for me then.
Pretty sure last time it was marketability was our thing, but we could win a fight this time.
At some point we're gonna narrow it down, and we're gonna have like next time we'll do like looks, and then at the end we'll have this just amalgamation of like really.
So I think this has been done before.
Really cool ones.
But I kind of wanted to do it with you guys at some point. There was like a tier list I saw at one point where it was like rating cryptids based on if I would fuck them or not.
We should definitely do that. Cryptids. Smash or pass. That's next year's.
We'll do that one for like Valentine's Day.
That'd be awesome.
Let's see. I don't think there's really anything more to tell you guys. You guys are both going Flatwoods Monster then?
Yeah, I would.
I mean,
the bed sheets have no chance. Like, look at them claw things. It's twice the size of a person.
All right, Flatwoods Monster goes on. So each of these,
move?
The Fresno Nightcrawlers, the Flatwoods Monster.
Flatwoods Monster. I could imagine the Fresno.
It just says it let out a screech and then glided towards them. So then they ran away. So there's
really glides.
Oh. So children were able to run away from it.
Children and some farmers with guns, apparently. They didn't shoot it.
The bed sheets didn't kill anyone either. They just walked around.
Yeah. They just grooved a little bit.
I'm gonna say that there's no winner here then.
Oh.
No.
I think the
Flatwoods
bedsheets,
monster would win.
if it could get to them, it can't even
It
catch
glides.
children. Not fast enough to catch a child.
I mean, there's no. It's just that it screeched and glided away, so maybe it could catch you.
Yeah, it glided
how
away.
fast
It
are
didn't
children?
glide. I don't
Children
know. It
aren't
depends
that
on the
fast.
kid. Some kids are pretty fucking fast.
Yeah,
Not
there's
faster
no.
than a bed sheet.
So who you're not voting at all for this one?
No, I still think the one monster, the big lady wins, right?
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
Yeah.
I'm still
All
saying
right,
Quinn's
so
just being
the bed
difficult.
sheets. I think the bed sheets could run away.
All
if
right,
they
well
needed
we'll just move on to
No,
round
this
two.
is there. If we're going fight wise, this is like a
Yeah.
Thunderdome situation. There is no running.
to. Okay.
So each of these rounds, I want to say, is one West Coast versus one East Coast. So we may very well come down to two East Coasts or two West Coasts, depending on how this go. But you know, that's how the rap game went too. So
That's how the cookie crumbles.
I'm gonna
they
close these
say.
two tabs, and we're on to round two, which is. Let me change the slide. The ball-tailed cat versus Indrid Cold, another West Virginia native. This one's just a guy.
I was going to say, what's cryptid about him? This cat?
So let me go over the cat. The cat's got it's the dimensions of a wild cat with a far more aggressive disposition. Its chief physical characteristic is a hard, heavy, bony tail on the end of its tail. A hard, bony ball on the end of its tail, which is
It's a tumor.
the feet are clawed. When unsuspecting lumberjack passes beneath, the cat drops on its victim, pounds the lumberjack to death with the ball. Male ball-tailed cats use their tails to drum on hollow logs and attract females. Hell yeah.
So we know about their reproductive.
Yeah, they did. I assume they just fuck like mountain cats.
I mean, do you think they ever put the ball in each other's ass?
They probably pop them in there from time to time. So now we have Indrid Cold, commonly known as the Smiling Man.
I mean, he has a very unsettling smile.
I'll give
Too
the
much
first
teeth.
sighting, which is the only. Oh, there's actually more. I thought that was the last one. I'll give you the first sighting. This one seems more interesting. Indrid Cold was first seen on October 16th, 1966, same year as Mothman. Coincidence? No, because some people think they're related. When two boys, Martin Mouse Munov and James Jimmy Yanchitis, in New Jersey were walking on 4th Street when they saw a surreal figure standing near a fence. As they walked closer, the figure was a tall, bald man, not in this picture, wearing a metal green suit who was staring right at them with a huge grin. The idiosyncratic man chased them until they got away from him. UFO sightings were also reported around the area.
You know why he?
This wiki also
chased
cites Nightmind, which I believe is a YouTuber.
You know why he chased them, right? The one kid's name sounded like fucking gingivitis.
Yeah, he's a smiling man.
Smile Man didn't like that shit.
It adds up.
I'm going with the ball, the anal bead cat.
Once again, if kids were able to escape this guy,
This one I'll give you. Kids can escape this smiling regular man.
a child could not escape this ball-tailed cat, though.
No, a lumberjack couldn't.
Yeah,
100%. This man's
So-
dead.
ball-tailed cat gets it in this one for me as well.
Was he gonna kill him with kindness? Like,
Apparently, I mean, maybe he's
look
an
at my
alien in a
pearly
suit.
whites.
Who knows?
I don't know.
All right, ball-tailed cat it is.
Based on what we have been told, I think
I understand.
The
Now
cat
you don't have to justify your decisions to
Using
me.
the control group of being able to take out a small child.
Round three. We're moving on. Round
three's got one of my favorite cryptids.
We have, I believe this is, this is Bat Squatch versus Goatman.
I love Goatman. Oh my god.
Goatman looks like he's from like an Aphex Twin music video.
Yeah.
Dude.
He very well might be. I don't know remember where I got that picture.
Bat Squatch. What the fuck's a Bat Squatch?
I'm glad you asked. On April 1994, Brian Canville was driving in Washington's.
What day in April?
It just says on April 1994. Yeah, convenient.
Might have been on the Devil's Lettuce.
Someone was driving in Washington's Pierce County when his truck suddenly died. He said a large creature landed in front of him. He said it was human-like, 9 feet tall with bat-like wings, and also sported a coat of blue fur. Ever since then, it has not been seen, and skeptics dismiss it as a hoax.
It's probably like when... maybe it's when like Ninja got bit by a werewolf.
Nah. This one's fake for sure. Because
and it only appears
they're all real.
No, what they're conveniently leaving out is that it was cited on April 20th. Otherwise known as 420.
Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, that's
the
exactly
Weed Day.
The Weed Day.
Where all the sinners come out of their holes. And this is probably this first time this dude's seen sunlight in months because he got the munchies and everything. You know how it is. And he hallucinated it all.
Wait, did that happen? Hold
on.
No. I have to... Okay. Oh!
What?
Hello?
This wiki says...
exactly what I just said.
No, for Goatman, it says, in many tests from the areas that he haunts, it does not matter if you're a man or a woman, he will overtake and assault you nonetheless.
Yep.
Goatman likes to fuck.
I didn't know that Goatman was a assaulter.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to Aaron on Ghost Adventures?
That's exactly what happened.
I mean, Goatman's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. I guess he's a, how far are we into this? 27 minutes? He's a raping goat.
Is it that weird thing where, like, the backstory is that, like, a dude fucked a goat?
I don't...
A goat fucked a goat?
Well, there's that.
There's, like, 30 different fucking, like, different Goatmen on this wiki page. There's, like, 6.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure one of them probably was once a scientist who works at the agricultural facility, experiments on goats, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, one's where, like, a dude and a goat fucked. One's, like, it where they think that it's, like, the spawn of Satan.
Okay, you know what I just confused Goatman with? That manga called...
We can't say the word.
The dog one?
Yep. It's called Dog Neighbor.
Dog, yeah. Where a dude is a dog, and then the dog has a kid, and then the kid grows up to be this weird dog man.
He's ostracized from society, so he wants to...
So
he's like the dog from BoJack Horseman?
Way worse. He's like my dad, my mom dog, so I'm going to now people or something like that. It's a very weird manga.
His dad.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay.
So sorry that this thing came up, but like I was scrolling down the wiki and it was like someone left a fucking comment on this article. It's like, imagine getting by this, and I was like, what? And then so I did a quick Control F, and sure enough.
So if we're talking about a fight, though, I have to go with Bat Squatch. The power of flight is a lot stronger than a penis,
dude.
I would say.
And look at those boobies and 6-pack abs.
Yeah, he's
fucking
ripped.
jacked. He's like strongman jacked. Goatman's like kind of jacked.
Goatman's kind of just an incel.
He's like an incel that has workout equipment in his basement.
He just does pull-ups on that bridge.
I was about to say, if you look at that picture, like, yeah, like his bis and his tries are kind of yoked up, but like those legs aren't not anything to look at.
I mean, that's also just a naked dude that's been photoshopped to look like a goat. So
no, that's the real goat man. That's
right, you're correct. That's just the real goat man.
These
sorry
are all
treating them as real. It's easy to forget when some of them are just bad photoshops and some of them are artist depictions.
Yeah, Bat Squatch gets the win.
Yeah, Bat Squatch.
All right,
Round
Bat
four,
Squatch.
let's get it.
Squatch. Why?
Who's up next?
I just went to fucking slide for the round 4. And why did you choose this picture?
Sexy.
Fucking sexy Sasquatch over here.
Yeah, it's sexy Sasquatch.
It's like a runway model. It's like a runway
Bigfoot.
model Sasquatch.
I found that image while I was for some of these images I was doing the like insert image thing on Google Docs, and some of them didn't work, and then this one did, and this image showed up, and I was like, we're using this one. So we got the two big daddies of the cryptid world in this round. We got Bigfoot versus
had to put them
Mothman.
together too.
Yeah, I gotta have that B movie schlock that I always wanted. Batman versus Mothman, Bigfoot versus Mothman. I don't think I have to give you much introduction because there's a whole Bigfoot's wiki page is by far the most detailed on this entire fucking website. He's just
If you
a
don't
big
know what Bigfoot is,
he's just a big ape, big sexy ape, according to this picture, who roams the mountains of America.
And according to Mitch Hedberg, all those blurry pictures, that's just because that's just how he looks. He's just blurry.
yeah.
I also like the theory that he's a time traveling alien.
So
What?
That's a
from
real
what
one.
I understand of Mothman, though,
Yeah.
is he doesn't really do anything besides warn people of upcoming
I
catastrophes.
warned them about the bridge.
All right, so hear me
Yeah.
out.
So
I don't
he's
know
never
if he was-
actually hurt people. Sasquatch has apparently tried to hurt people.
Hey, hear me out. How do you think Mothman knew the bridge was going to come down?
People also think it's a time traveling alien
No. That's not it.
because he was
You
going to
think
bring.
he did it?
Mothman was the one who sabotaged the integrity of the bridges.
Mothman.
With what? His
Jesus
fists?
Christ! I was joking. There's a
No,
Photoshop picture of Mothman flying through Manhattan on 9/11. I was gonna be like, Mothman could have warned us about that, and then I scrolled down
my
further on the wiki, and there it
God.
is.
Oh man.
No, that was a thing though. People like after the fact tried to say they like saw Mothman or something, I'm pretty sure.
On 9/11?
Yeah, I might be making that up, but I feel like I remember hearing about that. But that
Another
Might
notable
have-
visit was apparently Mothman. Mothman just shows up all over the place to be like, "Hey, something's about to go bad," because apparently he showed up in Chernobyl.
yeah, that's true. That's right.
there's also
he
two Mothman-
caused the meltdown.
There are also 2 Mothman pictures taken in New York on 9/11 in multiple sightings before the Minnesota bridge collapse.
Yes, see. Okay, I wasn't crazy. I mean, I might be because I know more about Mothman than the average person, but that's besides the point.
Okay, but so are we taking into account that Mothman is causing these catastrophes? I
I'm
can't
just
say the other one.
saying it's a possibility. We don't know.
Or, well, here, let me pitch this. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but if Mothman can just see the future, he's got like a Sharingan.
He's just gonna know what Sasquatch is gonna do before Sasquatch
He knows
does
what you're
it.
going to do 2 seconds before you're going to do it, so he can just counter all your moves.
The other thing is, hear me out. He has
And while
wings.
sexy, I don't know if Sasquatch can counter that.
Unlike the bat squatch,
the only way.
Mothman's wingspan looks like it could accommodate picking up another being and like fucking dropping it.
Agreed.
Like those
The
are some
other
big
thing-
wings.
But
Oh,
can
something gross.
Sasquatch seduce him? And then trick him into getting close and then just going.
Well,
I don't think
Just saying.
Mothman. I think Mothman's asexual.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's fair.
Guys, I don't know if my internet went out. I can't hear you.
I thought he was pansexual.
Nah, the only thing Mothman cares about is either
Or is he lamp
destruction
sexual?
or warning people about destruction. We don't know.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep recording, and I'll edit it
I'll
down.
go with
I
Mothman
guess.
on this one. I'm fine with that.
I'm
I think
going-
Mothman
I'm going-
looks cooler too.
I'm going Mothman. All day. Moth-E.
I mean, at the end of the day, which one could kill a kid better? Mothman. Comes in, swoops him up, throws him off. Throws him down.
All right, so you guys are still recording, right? All right. I paused for a second, but it'll be pretty clear when it picks back up. So, my audio might also be a little off because I think I paused that as well. Oops. My bad. Oh, I mean, well, the video has my audio too, so I guess you can probably line it up that way. But like, you will figure it out. Yeah, that's fair. So, did you guys come to a consensus while my internet dropped out if it sounded like you guys were pretty secure that Mothman was going to win this one?
It's all about the moth.
We definitely had to take it back to the control group of which one could kill a child easier.
Okay.
And I think Mothman would excel at this. I'm not saying that Sasquatch wouldn't.
Even. Like if
I'm not
if
saying
we're-
this. I'm saying that
looking at-
Mothman would be a little easier because he could just come in, swoop him up, take him up high, and just drop him.
Yeah, but
Sasquatch has to get his hands dirty a little bit. He's gotta
enough.
get his fists in there.
he has to
smack him
exert
around
a
a
little bit more energy.
He's got a real
Whereas
Mothman's already gonna be
Mothman-
flying around.
Have you guys seen that video that I don't know if it's TikTok or where this video's from, but it's like Sasquatch like swinging around a fucking camping chair.
Oh, and then he falls down the fucking
Yeah.
mountain, or not mountain, but like trail.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yes.
All right,
And-
Mothman. I'll mark down Mothman as the winner, unless you guys want to have more of a debate.
No, I think that video
No.
also is just all the proof we need. Bigfoot's a little clumsy.
All right, on to the other side of this
He's
bracket.
a little too sexy, is what it is.
Just this Bigfoot is a little bit too sexy.
It makes me feel uncomfortable about my sexuality. Don't need to see him again.
I mean, that's a good 3D rendering of Bigfoot's nipples. I'll give them that. Surprised there wasn't a cock involved. So, round 5, we have the Chupacabra and Hogzilla. I'm going to be clear with you. One of these is just a giant feral hog.
Feral hogs are a big problem in Texas.
So this one is from... This particular picture is from a Georgia hunting reserve.
Now, I believe that a little less, but is that real or is that fake?
Apparently, this was a real pig who was shot and killed in Alapaha, Georgia. I don't know if this guy is a private fish and hunting reserve, but
That's massive.
reported to be over 12 feet long and weighing 1,000 pounds. It was originally considered a hoax. In March 2005, it was revealed that it was only 800 pounds and it was between 6.9 and 8.6 feet long, but nevertheless, it is still a monstrous subject.
Putting lead weights in the hogs.
Oh my god, we'll talk about that too.
Huge.
Put that one on the list. No
Okay,
way.
so-
All right, so like,
Sorry,
I have
one quick thing. There was apparently another one shot on another game reserve by a 12-year-old using a Smith & Wesson Model 500, which is a 50 caliber revolver handgun. There is no way a fucking 12-year-old shot that thing.
I shot a shotgun when I was a fucking 12 gauge shotgun when I was 12, and that shit knocked me to the fucking ground.
A 50
Yeah.
caliber
There's no
revolver.
way his face would be caved in.
Unless it was like
No.
on a fucking... I've seen those things. They're pretty long. He might have had it just on a fucking bipod.
That's fair. That's the only way that I could see. Like, literally, all he had to do is go up there and hit the trigger.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe that.
I don't either. But the chupacabra is also known as the goat sucker. It attacks mainly goats in the American Southwest and Mexico. I'm going to be real with you. Every picture that is quote unquote real of the chupacabra, it just looks like a feral dog with like a skin condition.
Yeah. I don't know. Chupacabra has probably pleased a lot of goats.
Oh, I don't think he sucks them that way, but that's Goat Man.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh.
okay, so
Okay. I have two theories. I'm leaning towards the giant pig, for one, because feral pigs are pretty like notoriously like aggressive.
Well, if you have 50 to 60 wild pigs in your yard, you're going to wish you had an AR-15.
Yes. But my next point is that,
Real
like, the
Republican
chupacabra,
talking
I feel like
points.
he would just I feel like it would just go for your jugular, kind of like a rat does. Like when you corner, like when it gets cornered, it
Do
goes
rats
for
do
the
that?
jugular. Rats do that, yeah.
Towards
Towards like dogs and cats and stuff.
I think I love rats
like-
even more now.
Yeah, rats will are instinctually go like right for your neck to get to your jugular. So like I don't know, man. This one's
Also-
a hard one for me, honestly, because
Yeah, this-
one's brute strength and the other one is like more strategic killing
I don't,
through sucking. What do you think, Q?
I think if a 1,000-pound boar is running at a chupacabra, it's not going to know what to do.
Skin's probably pretty thick too. I mean,
I don't care how thick your skin is.
no, I'm just saying, like, if it tries to suck its blood,
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh,
if
you're talking about the
somehow it got on
boar.
its, yeah, like how if
Yeah.
somehow the chupacabra got on the pig and like sucked it. I mean, I don't know.
All right, but
I
like,
think
say this chupacabra gets onto any part of the pig's body. Say it's on its back. All that pig needs to do is just roll over. Chupacabra's dead.
All he has to do is roll over.
Like, that's it. It's that easy.
I'm
I
fine
give it
with
to the
going
pig.
pig.
I go pig all day.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going pig too then. I love the
West-
chupacabra though. That's my thing. Like it's such a goofy.
The pig
Like-
is East Coast, right?
The pig is East Coast, yeah.
Yeah,
The East Coast is running it up right now.
yeah, they really are.
We have, on the other side, we have an even split of West Virginia, Oregon, California, West Virginia. And then this one we have Georgia. So
Okay.
we got a little
Well, I
bit of an
guess
even
we have
split
been
right
cute.
now.
I feel like we were.
And
we
I have
were
a feeling
leaning really heavy the other
This
way.
next one may shock us. Because round 6 is... This is a very blurry picture on the
What
OBS
the
capture. These are the giant space brains of Palos Verdes versus
Okay.
the Avarasporo Galley nipper. So
It just looks like a giant fucking mosquito.
Basically what they are. I'll talk a little bit about the giant space brains. In the dead of night on August 17th, 1971, a pair of Palos Verdes natives, Peter Rodriguez and John Hodges, both of whom were in their late 20s, claimed to have come across two ostensibly alien creatures that were quite unlike anything else recorded in the annals of ufology or cryptozoology. Holy shit, this is a fucking college dissertation paper. According to their account, at approximately 2 a.m., we know the duo left their home of a mutual friend who lived... I don't care where they lived. Holy shit, this is really... They're just fucking embellishing. The pair noticed a pair of what could only be described as huge disembodied brains flying about 6 feet in front of them in the middle of the road. That's... Apparently they had there was missing time involved, and they're blue. There's some like I think they're saying
blue brains.
Yeah,
because I'm just thinking about the big. Brains
these guys were like stalked by these brains apparently, because like he like went home after a little bit and he's found two different brains like, and then he lost time after that. They were like, I don't know, man, this is strange. Oh, the brains are also featured in an episode of Futurama, The Day the Earth Stood Stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I could think of was the Futurama brains.
So after the sighting, Rodriguez and Hodges asserted that the brains were bluish in color and shrouded by a strange localized vapor. They described one of the creatures as being approximately the size of an overgrown softball. Okay. While the second one had the dimensions of a human torso and, most startlingly, seemed to have a red eye-like organ wedged in the center of its frontal lobe. So the Avarispero gallinipper is a giant mosquito, reportedly as large as a hawk. The sting it carries on its head could slice all the way through a man's arm. Apparently I think they're in like certain Native American folklore. Yeah, there's like illustrations of them going back to like the 1800s because I guess they're a big piece of folklore in the South Carolina area.
Oh my god, I gotta go with the gallinipper. One, the name's cooler. Two, I mean, look at that thing.
Do the brains have any like special powers? Can they like
loss of time,
brain control, mind control type of shit, or like what? Or
there's no like powers listed. The sighting is like super detailed and long. Yeah,
the guy lost time, so all they did was like gave him ADHD for a little bit.
It really does feel like a straight like one of the classic UFO stories because he talks about how they implanted him with a translator cell so they could contact him.
Okay.
He said he was getting telepathic messages from them. They predicted that in 1983 a war would break out in the Middle East, which it did in 1983 or 84. Yeah, so apparently they were like warning him about certain things, but a lot of people are like, well, could have also just been drunk.
Okay, so like, yeah, it's good. It's the big bug. The big bug gets it all day.
It flies up, puts that stinger right in them, and sucks up all their juices. Because there's not just one of these. Like, there's a bunch, right?
Yeah, these things are like softball size too. The brains, that ain't nothing.
Apparently, there are a lot of these. Oh, well, it says many warriors destroyed this way. That's unfortunate.
And like, yeah, the brains are just like brains. The fucking bug can slice through a man's arm.
Yeah.
All right.
They got little noodle arms over here.
We'll go to the Avarispero gallinipper. And we'll move on to...
I also just like saying gallinipper.
Round 7, which is...
fuck.
what's this thing called? The Gumbaroo versus Sheep Squatch.
Sheep Squatch. Sheep Squatch looks like one of those pictures where it's like you can't tell what anything is.
Yeah, kinda.
It kind of reminds me of like one of those old kids toys you find. Like I feel like I found like an old like monkey toy at my grandma's once, and the hair turned into like that hair.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Like
about.
it turned out, like it turned like all knotted and gross and stuff, and that's all I can think
It also
of.
became that color
Probably.
for no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
no, it-
happens.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. It was like brown back in the day, and then it became like this.
So I think it's
white,
important for me to tell
beigey
you,
color.
guys, that the Gumbaroo is an old like American lumberjack myth coming out of like the West Coast. It's said to look like a fat black bear in shape and completely hairless except for its prominent eyebrows and its bristly hair on its chin. Instead, it has dark, smooth, and extremely tough, coal black, leather-like skin. It makes the creature invulnerable to bullets, rocks, and arrows. Its main weakness was said to be fire. The scarcity of Gumbaroos was perhaps due to their combustible character and the prevalence of forest fires in the area. The animal burns like celluloid with explosive force.
You'd think it would evolve out of that, but
I don't know. Apparently, when active, the Gumbaroo is always hungry and will eat any living creature that crosses its path.
Okay, let's hear about sheep squatch, because at the moment I think this thing wins, because there's
So,
no way
sheep
sheep
squatch
squatch is smart enough. He's not
It's
smart enough to make fire.
another West Virginia native.
this is just somebody who
Sasquatch?
lives in West Virginia.
It is described as being a quadruped about the size of a bear with entirely white wool-like fur. It has long and pointed head similar to a dog, but with saber-like teeth, and a single pint. What? A single pint set? Is that a term that I don't know about for ghosts?
Pint-sized?
Or it says single pint set. So I don't know if that's like the curls,
It might
like
be.
if that's the term for it. I have no idea. I don't know about fucking sheep. Like goat man.
Get with your goat times.
It is reported to smell like sulfur, which has been attributed to the folklore of the beast being born within a TNT area in the Mason County area, like the one of the Mothman theories that we didn't talk about. So, I mean, it's been cited a couple times, I guess. It's also known as the White Thing, which is very strange. It's also in Fallout 76.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah, can it survive an explosion? But I feel like even just a normal bear is one of the gnarliest things to exist, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine that bear, except even gnarlier, and that's just what the Gunbaroo is.
And some sick ass eyebrows. And eats anything.
Yeah, like I know that the other guy, like, he can take a blast, but can he take some teeth? That's the thing.
And also, the Gumbaroo looks like something that could both be in a Studio Ghibli picture, and also in what's his face that made the spiral shit with
Junji
the snail
Ito.
people. Junji Ito. Yeah, we did a fucking thing on him. It looks like it could be in both of those types of movies or mangas.
I'm going with the bear. I'm going
Yeah.
with the bear. I don't know.
I think I would.
All right,
I think the bear would
Gumbaroo.
just rip through it. I think the Sasquatch sheep, might be able to get a couple good licks in, but I don't think it would win.
Yeah, I
fair.
think ultimately the bear's just
We've got one more round to go, and then we'll lightning round through to the end, since I've already given you descriptions of everything of all the rest. So,
you don't even need to explain anything here. I know my answer.
I thought you might. Round 8. is...
I don't know.
Round 8 is the Wallowa Lake freshwater crustaceans and squonk.
Okay, you know what's so weird though? Is that we started this we started this saying, oh, what could kill a child? And we get to the last round.
Just fucking murdering a child.
About to kill a child. I didn't look at this at all.
I forgot about that picture, to be honest. I also included both of these on here because I think they're funny. The Wallowa Lake freshwater crustaceans are basically just giant crabs that came out of this lake in Oregon, apparently. No one knows whether they merely died or migrated somewhere else. Perhaps someone should investigate any remote area of the Pacific Northwest in hopes of finding them, as a giant crab should be easier to find than a giant ape. Thank you, Cryptids with a Z, wikia.fandom.com.
Wow, that was kind of passive-aggressive. Like, I kind of want to write the author and be like, why don't you go try to find this thing then?
Oh, sorry, I'm reading these comments, and it's just like, someone goes, what'd he say? It's Kingler. And someone goes, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Thank you. Squonk is the creature literally too ugly to live, coming out of Pennsylvania.
Just too ugly to live? Like, what does it do? Die? Just immediately?
Yes. The legend holds that the creature's ill-fit skin is ill-fitting, being covered in with warts, and that because of it being ashamed of its appearance, it hides in plain sight and spends most of its time weeping.
Oh, poor Squonk.
Hunters who have tried to catch squonks have found out that the creature is capable of dissolving completely into a pool of tears and bubbles when cornered.
Oh, I just want to give him a little... I want to pinch his little cheeks. He looks like a hairless cat. But like in the shape of a lima bean.
There's a picture on here that looks like... I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a blobfish mixed with... I don't know what else to describe. But anyway, that's the squonk.
I mean, I guess if we're going with our control group of who could kill a kid, we have to go with the crab, right?
Oh, obviously.
I want the squonk to live or win because I feel bad for him. But
well, if it happened and the squonk even saw that giant crab, he would just be dead anyway. He would just dissolve into a pool of tears.
Yeah. It's true.
All right, rest in peace, squonk. All
Bye,
right,
squonk.
now we're on to... I don't have slides for the next ones, but we're on to the Flatwoods Monster versus the Ball-Tailed Cat. Just to remind everyone, it is these guy, this one right here versus this guy. So, what do you think wins, the little alien fella or the cat with the giant tumor that it beats people to death with?
I kind of want to go with the cat.
Ooh.
Damn it. I think the cat. Because our whole argument before was that the alien thing didn't do anything. The cat still murders things.
That is true.
No one's tried to hit it. We know one has killed a lumberjack. It's definitely killed lumberjacks. This has not killed anything. Okay, you also said that a bed sheet was gonna fucking win against this thing earlier, though. Okay, fair.
All right, if I had to be tiebreaker, I can either flip a coin or I can go with my heart.
I really think the cat could do it. Yeah, what's your heart say? won't
I
be
have
mad at
a
you.
huge soft spot for the Flatwoods Monster because I think it's a goofy little fella. And it's a big goofy fella.
It's a
And I think I have to go Flatwoods Monster because it's made of metal, and apparently there's a little gray alien in there, and he's gonna have his eyes are gonna turn into laser cannons. He's just gonna melt that thing or something. I don't know what they can do.
all right. I get it.
All right, let me update the bracket.
I guess
Flatwoods
cancer
Monster.
took a hold of the cat.
All right, next we have Bat Squatch versus Mothman. So let me go to the slides and show.
Man,
got this
this
fella.
one's tough, actually,
And we got this fella.
because they both have wings.
That's true. We do have an aerial battle on our hands.
One knows the future and red eyes, so he's got the Sharingan. One's is just jacked and ravenous.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I have gone on record saying that I think Mothman's a pussy. So
I think I will too. I don't even know if that's technically the case. I think that's just what they say. That has wings. Neither have wings, but this one does.
well, the
Oh, sorry. I keep looking at it and thinking that it's part werewolf, part Sasquatch. So like every time you say like bat squatch, the bat part just doesn't fucking.
I had my cursor
Kinda
resting, and I forgot that you could see it on the recording, and it definitely was just resting on Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah, bat squash.
All right, Bat Squatch. We got two. We got East Coast and West Coast going into semis, and then we got round. I don't know what round this is. Whatever. Hogzilla versus the Eversboro Gallynipper.
Okay, is it 1v1 or is it multiple galley nippers versus like one hog?
Multiple hogs.
Because I think, or multiple hogs.
30 to 40
but,
feral hogs.
Like, because like I don't know. If it can slice through a man's arm, I feel like it could definitely get through this thing, a hog's skin. It just depends on how fast it can suck blood.
That's
out.
a fair point.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the aerial aspect of this very much gives the nipper the upper hand.
All right.
And that freaking like sword, like it's a sword that sucks blood.
So we in agreement about the Eversboro Gallynipper?
Yeah. I mean, it just
All right.
looks so demonic too.
Now, last of the second round, or whatever you want to call them, the semifinals, we have the Gumbaroo versus the Wallaba Lake freshwater crustaceans.
Gumbaroo.
All right, fair enough. Let me pull up the slides. I forgot to change them. We got the Gumbaroo here on the left. We got the crustaceans on the left.
Gumbaroo. It eats anything. Have you ever you've eaten crab before? Could get through it.
Quinn and I have eaten crab together.
Like the crab, I mean, if swords, guns, stones and stuff don't get through this freaking beefy bear, I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think it's the bear.
Okay, Gumbaroo. All right, semifinal round one. Flatwoods Monster versus Bat Squatch.
Bat Squatch. He's just so jacked.
I'll go back to the Bat Squatch very briefly. We'll leave it lingering here while I update the bracket so you guys can see the ripped hero himself. Why didn't that update?
I just want to go to the gym with this guy.
Okay, last semifinals. Galley Nipper versus Gumbaroo.
See, okay, if bullets can't go through the Gumbaroo, I don't know if the Galley Nipper's going to be able to get through it. Because I feel like a sword can go through a man's arm. A bullet can go through a man's arm. But bullets can't, and swords can't go through the Gumbaroo. Yeah. Yes. I think so. Like, I think the Gumbaroos. Yeah.
All right, Gumbaroo. And our last round
Kinda
is
at this point.
Bat Squatch versus Gumbaroo.
At this point, I almost just want to like, just satisfy the hunger of the Gumbaroo and just let him eat everything so that he doesn't eat me and I can give him a nice big hug. I think the wings are going to be useless. I think those hammies definitely going to be able to pick that thing up. But like the wings, nah. Yeah, it kind of like reminds me of like when I pick up my dog and it's just like I feel like the Gumbaroo would just like kind of stand there and then like I just stand there and then it's just like, well, what do we do now? I think it's Gumbaroo. I really do. I think Gumbaroo's going to take it.
All right, I mean, there's no need for me to tie break, so Gumbaroo takes it. Gumbaroo is our East Coast. Both of these were actually West Coast, so West Coast came out on top.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gumbaroo takes it. Gumbaroo, our little fella here. Let me pull up the picture on the slide.
Gumbaroo.
Oh, can I bring him to the front? I'll just, just delete this. Just do one of these. Do that. Delete him. We don't need these anymore.
Gumbaroo.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
God. Oh, man.
Gumbaroo.
So, he just strikes the fuck out of him.
Gumbaroo wins. He took it.
Woo! Gumbaroo.
Can I get it like a...
So...
Can I draw on this? Shape, line... Maybe like a... I'm gonna give him a little crown, but it's kind of... I can't like... They have like a crown here in these shapes.
Yeah.
We'll give him a bunch of these. Give him a bunch of these. Give him a bunch of little. Whatever. Good enough. He's got his good boy star. Gumbaroo wins. Oh, that heart just shifted everything.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's not the kind of star I meant, Quinn, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Now I have a question. So, Tim, did you have any inclination of who you thought would win?
I honestly,
and was it the Gumbaroo?
It wasn't the Gumbaroo. I think the last few of these, I'm going to be real with you, I think I started getting very tired and I started throwing anything that looked okay on there. I really thought something like, you know, I don't want to say like, I think the big two for me were, you know, I thought either Bigfoot or Mothman would take it all the way. I should have known that you guys would go against my expectations and just completely throw both of them under the bus and be like, nah, they're not winning, but I fully expected Idris
We're
Cold,
really
to lose his round because he was just a fucking dude, but I thought he was funny, so I threw him on.
That's fair.
Yeah. So that's the not maybe annually, maybe semi, maybe I'll do them more. I don't know. That's this Cryptid Showdown. I did East Coast versus West Coast. Next time, I don't know. Maybe we will wait till Valentine's Day and just do which cryptid would you fuck. I don't know. Fuck, marry, kill cryptid.
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, cryptid dating show. That would be.
Oh, we could do a cryptid dating show. That'd be funny. Have like
the Lucky Bachelors.
Have like a dating game, but without the killers. All right.
Are you gonna take home Mothman, or is that your prediction now? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take Bat Squatch home.
Thought you were gonna say Goat
get
Man.
a chance.
Thought you were gonna say Goat Man because you had like a CNC
Goat Man's gonna
kink or
take
something.
me home.
Goat Man's gonna take you, but he ain't gonna take you home.
home.
He's gonna take you under that bridge.
Gonna drag me home. No, thank you.
All right, so I didn't have an outline, but I'm gonna try and remember all of our podcast stuff. It's in the links if I get it wrong. Mine is Hot Pink Waffles of basically everything except Letterboxd, which is Timmy C. And my Twitch is Uncle Fungal Shroom. The podcast is at what did we got everything to the same thing, but I don't remember what it was.
RRP Podcasts.
Yes, RRP Podcasts.
Yes, that's our email, which is at Gmail.
Productions.
Rewind it, or R&R Productions Podcast. It means PP. I should have said that. Yeah, our email is at Gmail. Find us on the Tic Tacs, the Instas, Twitch, the Twitters, not the Twitch. Maybe one day we'll start doing live shows, but not right now. And I'm J-Mergs at everything.
Except Instagram.
No, I'm not John at everything. That's
right.
what it is.
With just JON, it's important to feel like it's important to say.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll figure it out. You'll find my goofy ass face somewhere.
That's all for now, fellas and ladies and cryptids and freaks and geeks. See ya, gamers and ghoulies. We'll see you next week on the mini-sode but we're still gonna be wearing the stiffer clothes. See you then.